This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, y'all. This is how we do it every Tuesday. Me and Dusty Vision, y'all. It's about to go down. Talking hip hop more, and it's about to go down like 4 flat tires and a broken elevator, y'all. This is Not Lonzo. All right, y'all. And as I know, every Tuesday, folks, my boy Dusty Vision is in the dugout waiting to hear from me. What's up, Dusty?
My man. Did you say 4 flat tires on a broken elevator?
Oh, 4 flat tires on a broken elevator. It's going down.
Oh, God. Okay. Gotcha.
4 flat tires.
Man.
I'm in a good mood today. I'm feeling pretty good for some reason. Money ain't changed. It's a new year, so that's a good thing.
I love those days, man, where you just naturally feel good. You know what I mean?
You know what, man? I'm gonna say some crazy shit. Hoping the ladies on the line right now, but every once in a while, if I eat certain foods, it makes me sluggish. Okay, I had some beef the other day. It was good, but it slowed me down. And I take these colon cleansers after I leave the bathroom. Trust me, I feel a whole lot better. I'm gonna be as nice as I possibly can, folks. After I take them colon cleansers, I'm a whole different person. So yeah. Just like when I was a kid, my mom used to give us we be feeling bad. My mom would give us all castor oil. Once you go through the bathroom 4 or 5 times in that castor oil, your whole attitude changed. Anyway, we're gonna stop talking crazy and talk about some hip hop.
Yeah, man.
What we got, Doc?
A lot going on this week, as always. We'll start with the first big story of the week. Another rapper is trending, and not for a good thing. He was actually shot and killed. Up-and-coming rapper Wavy Pooh. I didn't know much about him, but apparently he had a pretty big following. But what caught me about this story is the police found 80 shell casings at the murder scene. And not only that, Lonzo, 80. He had his 1-year-old in the car, he had his other kid in the car, and he had his girl in the car. How pissed would we be if this was a white cop shooting into a car 80 times?
Everybody would have their Jordans on, marched all over everything. White folks would be locking the doors up because they know damn well there's going to be a problem. Cops would be scared to go to work. They be calling it the blue flu because they know damn well folks are going to be upset. But because it's us on us, this is my first time hearing about it. You gave me a heads up I think you sent me the link or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Other than what you telling me, I ain't heard nothing about it, Doc. Nothing. And that's the sad part and the sad reality that we're dealing in right now. As long as we doing it to ourselves, ain't no money in it. I made a little rhyme up. If
something about don't pay it, don't play. They don't play it,
if it don't pay, what's it?
I'll look it up.
If it ain't about no dough, ain't nobody gonna show. Okay. Mm-hmm. If it ain't about no dough, ain't nobody gonna show. And this is the sad reality we're dealing with today, especially when it comes to us. Okay, black on black, Black Lives Matter. They got money behind them. Okay, cops do something to us, they coming. White cop shoots a black kid, he come Ben Crump coming. Okay, Sharpton gonna show up, but brothers killing brothers. Oh man, ain't no money in that. And that's it. And think about that, man. Think about how sad that really is, dude. And that goes to show you where so many people's heads and hearts is at. Now, maybe they do something behind the scenes, but I ain't seen nothing above board to let you know the situation happened and somebody was addressing it from a legal or a social standpoint other than what me and Dusty are doing right now. And that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah. And we're going to keep bringing it up, man, no matter how many people want to go the other way and look the other way. We're going to keep bringing it up on this show because it's crazy, man.
I see the chat room is fired up already.
Yeah, man. Shout out to General Killer, MP, WTF, A-Rush, all you guys, Rashard Cobb, King Steve Young, Sedborn. Yeah, man. I love when the chat room gets going, quite quickly. Before we go on, Lonzo, if I could take 30 seconds to do a shameless plug. I just released a project that's available on all music platforms called Digital Space Dust. So if you go to Pandora, go to iTunes, go wherever you get your music from, Spotify, just type in Digital Space Dust under the album search, and you'll find it, and I hope you like it. That's all I got to say.
All right. When you get a chance, we got to play it on the show, man.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. Yeah.
Let's give Dusty a rating. Let's see what y'all think about Dusty's skills, folks.
You know what? Maybe next week we can do that. I would love to do that.
That could work. Also, man, I got a call from Lil Flip's manager right after that same day after we went off the air. Flip was on a video shoot, and he was actually directing the video, if I'm mistaken. And they got their wires crossed up, and he wants to do the show again. And I told him we probably can't do it Thursday because Thursday I'm doing a simulcast with Tommy Sotomayor out of Atlanta.
What?
So, yeah, me and Tommy doing the simulcast. I'm gonna be on his show. He's gonna be on my show at the same time. So we're gonna do an East Coast West Coast simulcast, and we already got that planned. I was on the show before, and we kick it pretty tough, man. I like him. He's he understands the game. He on the other side of the bullshit, So yeah, we agreed. I said I'm gonna do mine. He gonna do his. I'm gonna send him a link. He gonna send me a link, and we're gonna tie in each other's shows at the same time. Somebody from the fashion, and like I said, we're gonna do a simulcast, man.
That's big, man. Tommy is a big name in this game, man. Like you said, he's on the other side of the bullshit. I'm proud to say I've been compared to Tommy Sotomayor in certain ways, not in all ways, but I'll take that comparison. Let's move on, man. Something I would love your thoughts on, Lonzo. And when I read this story, it had Lonzo all over it. It made me, I was like, I know Lonzo's going to have something to say about this. Lizzo, you know Lizzo, right?
Yeah, I know, baby.
Yeah, Lizzo. She recently did a YouTube video celebrating her weight gain. Not loss, weight gain. Talk to me, man, because there's so much health problems in our community as it is.
We have a tendency to buy into all the bullshit that's flung our way. And everybody knows that being overweight is not healthy. It's not about body shaming. It's not about body shaming. It's not about being whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put on it, but it's simply not healthy. And in some cases, young people can get away with it a little longer than the average older person. Because after a while, like everything else, any vehicle, your body's a vehicle, and like with a car, your starter goes out, your alternator goes out, and sometimes pushing all that extra blood through your system and all that through all that fat and whatever the case may be, it can make your heart work too hard. And we have a thing now that everything is okay in America. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. Do what you want to do. It's almost as bad as the 70s. Do what you want to do. It's free love. Just have a good time. Be as fat as you want to be. Because we can't say nothing about it. You can do whatever you want to. Can't nobody say nothing about it because it's if you do, you're a hater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think the girl got some talent. I think she got some talent. I think she got caught up in the hype of sensationalism that so many other artists has. Okay. But to see other women who are a little older, like Monique, Monique was for the big girls for a while, and Monique did what she had to do to lose some weight. She looked good. My girl Hope Flood, another comedian, Hope was a little butterball for a while. Hope didn't slim down. And again, it ain't about what you look like. Okay, it's about how you feel and the stuff you can't see inside of you, your blood pressure, your sugar level. All those things right there are more important than how you look on the outside. You can paint all that stuff up. I was thinking about this today. If a woman got to be in the bathroom more than 45 minutes to get her face put on, baby, you in disguise. You ain't putting on makeup. You in disguise.
Yeah, thank you.
You in disguise, okay? You put on the disguise. You ain't doing no makeup. It don't take that long to put on no lipstick, no little powder, and whatever little eyeliner, whatever. Anything else on that, you're doing a Mission Impossible move.
Oh yeah.
So on the same token, you can't cover that stuff on the inside of you though. You can't put no makeup on your blood pressure. You can't put no makeup on your sugar levels, okay? So when you ignore those things. And yes, and this is a lot of times when you see young guys falling over dead at a young age, or under 40 or 45, because they've been abusing their bodies for so long. The body, like, I ain't messing with you no more. Okay, I'll be like, dude, I'm done. I can't do this no more. You ain't drinking no water. You ain't doing no exercise, and you just want to keep sucking on weed, drinking Hennessy or whatever you drink, running all day long, doing all these extras, and think your body gonna take all this extra abuse. It don't have to, and that's what when your body starts taking abuse, that's when you start having heart attacks and strokes and high blood pressure and diabetes, all those diseases that a grown man like me, I'm praying to God I can stay away from. I'm praying to God. I already had cancer. I beat cancer once. All right. Don't have diabetes. Got a little high blood pressure, but that's why I get my ass up and run and walk and do what I got to do. Drink my water, keep that stuff under control. And the bad part about it is most of the stuff that's most dangerous for you, you don't know about it till it's too late. And Lizzo, I tell Lizzo and anybody else out there that think that being overweight is cute, sexy, whatever the case may be, you make fun of it right now. Let something happen and you end up in the hospital. Now we got to start praying for you. And they're going to use you as an example. The same people that's telling you it's okay are the same ones that don't give a damn about you. Trust that.
Yep.
The people that's telling you it's okay are the ones that don't give a damn about you. All they care about is that you represent a certain thing, and you might get a commercial for Taco Bell, McDonald's, anybody else that don't give a damn about you and how much you weigh. Don't get me started. Go get a shutdown.
Man. Starting off with that real shit today, Lonzo. I love it. Hit that like button if you're just entering the building. Really appreciate everybody. You briefly mentioned something a few weeks ago, and I never got the chance to ask you to go deeper into it. I thought it was a very interesting comment, and I would love for you to elaborate on it more tonight. You said if there is any case for Black people getting reparations, it should be for what America did to the inner city with crack cocaine.
Yes.
Can you go deeper into that?
That is a modern day proven fact that had a major effect on the progress of Black people. Yes, slavery did too. Yes, Jim Crow did too. But in 1994, y'all purposely brought in drugs to our community, changed the prison systems to a privatized system, gave one group who had powder cocaine one charge, and the people who had crack cocaine another charge. We didn't invent none of this stuff. We didn't go to Nicaragua and go get no cocaine and bring it back. Y'all brought it to us. Then you made sure we had plenty of guns. And then this right before they took the jobs out of the community. Because used to be a time you could get a job fresh out of high school and be there damn near till you die. You can go to General Motors, the post office, Caltrans, various shipyards, aircraft companies, and get you a decent job, take care of your family. Your wife might not have to work. And if she did, it wasn't no hardcore job. And if she did have a good job, y'all was balling. Y'all might have a deuce and a quarter or whatever the case may be, a nice Cadillac, 2-bedroom house. You might live in Carson as opposed to Compton if both of y'all worked. But at some point in time, these things got dismantled. The job straight out of high school. The fact that you can even have the skills to go get a job fresh out of high school was taken away from us back in the 70s, in the late 70s. The fact that you can learn wood shop, metal shop, how to weld, the basics to get you an entry-level job at a aircraft company or the post office, the tire shop, wherever. All those things were slowly dismantled based on money. And then right around the mid-'80s, here come crack cocaine. No jobs, here come crack. No jobs, here come crack. A chance to make some money. And crack was brand new. Not understand this. Powder cocaine been around since Socrates. This is a known fact that Socrates, Plato, and all these dudes back in the ancient days was hitting the blow. Okay. Cocaine was in Coca-Cola. Ask your grandmama, ask your great-grandmama. My grandmother was hooked on Coca-Cola. Little small ones, she would not give you one for nothing in the world. Because it's true, it's very true. Coca-Cola had like an 8-ball of cocaine in it. Okay. That's why it's called Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
And Pepsi did too. That's why it's called Pepsi.
Pep in your step. Put pep.
Put pep in your step. But
Mm-hmm.
Coca-Cola was marketed for older people, and Pepsi was for the new generation. Okay. And that's how they would market it. You got to go to YouTube, see some old commercials. And Pepsi, because Coca-Cola was called the real thing. That's because you was getting the high, you was getting your freeze on back in the day. But at the same token, but the actual drug cocaine was so expensive, nobody really messed with it in the hood. It was 30 grand for a key back in the day, 35 if you didn't know where to get it from. So, and then with $100 a gram. Nobody had that kind of money except for ballers. And by the 80s, I remember like it was yesterday. Jerry Dunphy, Walter Cronkite talking about this new drug that's hitting the party scene in New York, all over New York. It's a regular at Studio 54, powder cocaine, the champagne drug of the party scene. I'm like, damn, what is that shit? And I'd heard about it, but it wasn't something that was around. And then shortly after that came crack. That ain't no lie. Okay. They was talking about powder cocaine like it had just got discovered off of the shores of Florida or some shit. Okay. Then crack cocaine came in and it changed. Everything went dark, like the world went dark, dude, because powder cocaine kept you happy, made you want to party, have fun, blah, blah, blah. Hollywood parties, it was everywhere. You had cheese plates, you had crackers, you had cocaine. It was everywhere. Okay. And crack came in, that shit ruined a whole lot of lives. It ruined a whole lot of lives. And even after the 65 riots, black businesses were everywhere in LA. Liquor stores, theaters, motels, hotels, everything. We had a real good, the economy for black folks was moving up pretty well, man, because all the Jewish folks moved out. Because that was the first thing they was burning down back in the 60s with the Jewish businesses. They got out of here quick. And black folks came and got money, started buying the liquor stores, whatever the case may be. And even though Sherm came in for a while, Sherm did not have the impact that crack cocaine did. Sherm made individuals crazy real quick, and brothers like, oh, hell no, I ain't messing with that shit. And that's what it was. And you could see people. I had a cousin, he just died a few months ago. He smoked some Sherm back in 1978. He ain't know who he was since then. He died in a mental institution. No bullshit. Mm. And so Sherm lost his appeal real quick, except for certain groups. But for the most part, Sherm was now, hell no, that should make you crazy. And one thing about us, we don't need no drug commercials. We don't need none of that. Just say no shit. If the shit is bad, oh, hell no. Huh? Oh, hell. That's why crystal meth don't do that well in the hood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a few people smoke it, but for the most part, no. You see that shit that would do your teeth? Oh, no, I ain't messing with that shit. But crack came in, and crack locked folks up for life. It just took over your life. And now it made people vicious. It made the smokers vicious, and then it made the sellers even more vicious to keep their territories. And now you got all this violence. You got people running in your house, people killing, robbing liquor store owners, grocery store owners. You couldn't hardly do business in the hood no more. And then all of a sudden, a new crop of people came in, took over the same businesses that we ran for years, and they didn't look like us. And then came the swap meets. So yes, everything that we were able to accomplish got destroyed during the crack era. Everything.
Damn.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk.
Do you think the opioid crisis we're going through right now in America is just as big or smaller or bigger than the crack epidemic?
The opioid crisis, I think, is just as big as crack, but because most people on opioids, they don't have the same break into your house mentality or shit that crackheads did. I don't even. If I know somebody that's on opioids, I don't know they're on opioids. It's a difference. Right. If they on them, They may take them at night. They may take them at a certain time. You don't see the decline in there for me. If I know somebody that's have an opioid addiction, I have not seen their decline. Unlike it was with Sherm and crack. Crack, you can see the decline right away. She could be fine one day, 6 months later. What the hell happened to you? And it's that obvious. Okay. And it's something else I tripped on too, man. Every time we had a new war, we had a new drug problem in America.
Ooh.
Think about this. In the 70s, we was in Vietnam. Guess what? We had a heroin problem. In the 80s, we was in Nicaragua. We had a cocaine problem. Now we in Afghanistan. And what happened, what looks like happened to me, what happened was all those countries that those drugs were the main ingredient, the base ingredient for those drugs came from brown and yellow countries. And at some point in time, although Afghanistan is mostly brown people, some white people figured out a way to take control of them poppy fields and turn them into drugs that come in jars now. And they come through a pharmaceutical situation as opposed to a street situation. They end up on the street, but they're made in a factory as opposed to just somebody's backyard. They're mixing up, at the living room, making up crack. You can't sell crack from a pharmacy, but you got people with laboratories actually making the new drug. So the money is going straight to the top. They cut the middleman out. Okay, think about that. Every time we get a drug war, a new drug, every time we get a new war, we get a new drug problem. And then there are serious poppy fields in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
If you think I'm lying, go look. Go ahead. Go do your research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. So now the pharmaceutical companies found a way to captivate all that poppy, converted into drugs that can be sold in tablet forms as opposed to smoke and injected. Because see, that's another thing. Heroin never jumped off big in California. The needles we ain't that fond of needles. But if you're gonna take it, shit. If you can drop a pill, drop some water, take it with your soda, whatever the case may be, it ain't that bad. And the fact that it can be prescribed to you makes it even less frightening. You can't prescribe heroin to nobody. Prescribe some other, those other drugs that folks like. You get a prescription for that. My brother, family business, and putting it out in the street. My brother was addicted to opioids. He died from opioid overdose. Okay, so I'm not telling you what somebody told me. It's hit my family personally. My younger brother died in my house from opioid overdose. Real talk.
Damn, dude. That's a trip, and it's crazy, Lonzo, because back in my day, you would be embarrassed to be a heroin addict. But nowadays, all the stuff the kids are doing, it's comparable to heroin, and they're doing it online. They got the lean, the bottles of this, the perks. I mean, this is all heroin, and you're proud of it.
It's basically liquid heroin, pill. They call it hillbilly heroin.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, hillbilly. And it was crazy. I find myself watching Claws with Niecy Nash on Sundays.
Ooh.
It's a show. It comes on I think it's AMC or something like that. Anyway, their whole business, they do nails on the side while they sell fentanyl and Percocet. Okay. I'm telling you, check your TV guide. Okay. The whole thing is they spend money. They have a drug business. They started off laundering money. Now they got their own business and they selling fentanyl patches on one side and pills on the other. And they got pill mills. They got pill mills. The whole show is about two different groups that have pill mills that service an area. I think it's Florida, and people line up to get their pills. And that's the show.
Damn. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Thank you, TNT. And I enjoyed the show. It's funny. It has this, got some good-looking girls on there, but their whole premise is about them selling drugs and laundering the money.
Damn. That doesn't surprise me. When I was growing up, I knew girls who babysat and sold dime bags out the same house, so I can definitely feel that. But That's crazy, man. Let me shout out to Marlon Cozy in the building, iMac Music, Raw MC 8. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Yeah, man. It's scary, dude, that these kids are taking everything. This is kind of along the lines.
But you know what? Here we are now. See, you said something earlier that you didn't realize what you said. There was a stigma attached to certain things. There's no more stigma.
That's what I was trying to.
If you put a stigma on it, now you're a hater. Okay? You're free to do what you want to till you get caught by the police. You're free to do what you want to do till you get caught by the police. Now it's another story. And because some of those drugs are just as big in the valley as they are in the hood, the penalties for taking them was not as severe as it was with crack.
That makes sense.
Okay. It ain't like the crack era and the cocaine era, because see, in the cocaine era, Hollywood loves some cocaine. Okay. Hollywood love crack, but it's gonna be cocaine if somebody else get caught with it. If it's powder, it might be crack in the hood. Okay.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, be careful what you guys are taking out there if you are dabbling in pills, dabbling in coke, because most of the stuff is cut with fentanyl, and that shit is taking out a gang of, like, I'm hearing a lot of, not just famous people, like people close to me, close to you. Like, you got to be careful, man, with what, like, if you're popping shit and you're snorting stuff, I would suggest don't do it in 2022.
They say two granules or something like that of fentanyl to take your ass out of here.
Yep.
That powerful. Okay. A couple of granules of fentanyl is too much for the human body. Okay. You know, one of my favorite actors, Michael K. Williams, fentanyl, Prince, fentanyl. Okay. I mean, these some people that we all like. So, man, shit. Give me a shot of Hennessy. Ain't no fentanyl in Hennessy.
Thank you. Give me a little whiskey. I'm gravy, baby. Mario Alvarez says the wives in the 50s were pill poppers because that's how they cope with their husbands cheating with their secretaries. Yeah, they call those mamas little helpers, I believe.
Yeah. They had all kind of shit to cope. But again, that was the 50s. Wife couldn't work. She had to take that bullshit. She had to take it. The law, even the divorce laws were different. She could get divorced and not get nothing back in the 50s. In the 50s, it came with that no fault shit, which means I don't give a damn whose fault it is. You giving up half. Her fault, your fault. Back in the day, if you back in the 50s and the early 60s, if you got filed for divorce, if you can prove your husband was cheating, you can get more money out of his ass. Okay. Nowadays, it came, I think it was 70s or late 60s. They came with the no fault, which means I don't care what, she can go out and get pregnant by another man. She got half. Okay. She can go out and get twins. I know my partner, it happened to my partner. His wife got pregnant by another dude. He had twins, 2 ugly babies. And he had to pay child support for them babies and her wife. No bullshit.
Yep. Yeah. It's cold, man. You said something else that I found interesting, and I didn't get a chance to ask you to explain it because I thought it was a great topic that we could discuss. I think we got a call or something, but I think you said, and forgive me if I'm misquoting you a bit correctly, you said in some ways Black people were better off when we were segregated.
We were. Okay. In a lot of ways we were, because we knew all we could depend on was us. Okay. We had to do business with each other. We had to support each other's businesses because you couldn't go no place else. And guess what happened? The money circulated. The money kept circulating. Okay, when you earned your money for whatever job you had, wherever you got your money from, you went to a Black business, you went to a liquor store, or a Black store, you went to a Black furniture store, you went to a Black gas station, because at some point in time, you couldn't even go over there. Okay, and the problem with that was we were doing so well that they realized at some point in time, just like if you ever watched the movie Rosewood, it was one white guy that took Black dollars. Okay, one white guy that took Black dollars, and because he took the Black dollars and the white dollars, his business flourished. Okay, His business flourished more than anybody else's because he took black and white dollars, and that became something that became a factor because they know we'll spend some money if you got something. And for some reason, it's just always been an old saying that the white man's ice is colder. So even when you had ice boxes, y'all don't know about no ice boxes. I barely remember ice boxes myself. Back in the day, back in the day, you didn't have refrigerators. You had what they call an ice box. You had to put a big ass block of ice in this box to keep your meat and stuff cool. Okay, and the Iceman was not a high profile job. It was like a job for lowlives, pretty much. Okay, so mostly black men did it. Okay, but at some point in time, white folks was doing it too because there was money in ice. Okay, and one of the things that the white boys would tell the black people, you should buy my ice because my ice is colder. True story. Look it up. Okay, white ice salesmen would tell black folks that the white man's ice was colder, and some people believe that ice freezes at 32 below zero, 32 above zero. Ice don't freeze. I'll give that.
No matter who sells it.
32 degrees. Ice is water is freezing. Okay, but somebody told, and that became a sales pitch. And so at some point in time, that became something that we aspired to. Then it was a word it was a word I looked up the other day, and I was listening to Dr. Claude Anderson, and it was mono something. It was 2 words, and basically what it said was that back in the day, anytime there was a black revolt, that the slave owners would pay anybody that get snitched on the other slaves. It was a word. It was a 2-word phrase. It was M&M, mono something another, and it was an act. It was actually passed in 1749 or 1750.
Monolithic?
No.
Okay.
It was.
No, keep going. Keep going.
It was a 2-word. It was a 2-word phrase. I wrote it down. I wanted to bring it to you today because I knew you're gonna hit me with some good shit. But it was actually slaves got paid, or people got paid for turning black rebellions or snitching on black rebellions. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1 or 2 people got paid for keeping everybody else down, and I was thinking to myself, that show sounds familiar right now. Dude, wait a minute. I think I saved the word in my.
Yeah, I can't wait to look that. It makes sense. That's crazy, man.
It's in my Google Keep. Where is my Google Keep at? And
yeah, you got me. I'm a history nerd, so I'm over here trying to find it myself.
It's a word, man. And when I heard the phrase and I heard the meaning of it, it blew me away because it's so prevalent in today's time.
Not mono agriculture.
No.
Oh, it said Eminem. Okay, I'm just looking shit up. Here we go. No, I think holograms. Fuck. Meritoriousmanumission. There you go.
Meritoriousmanumission. There you go, Lloyd. Thank you, Lloyd.
Thank you.
Meritoriousmanumission. Thank you, Lloyd. That's the word. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Meritoriousmanumission. Okay, that right there. It was a law that was passed that if you snitched on any black folks that was trying to make a move on the slave master or whatever the case may be, you got paid. So basically, you got paid for keeping crabs in the barrel.
Yep.
Okay, you got paid. Lloyd, thank you very much, man, for keeping crabs in the barrel. And when I think about some of the things I see in hip hop today, boy, meritorious. What's it? How you pronounce it?
Meritoriousmanumission.
Manumission is in full effect, baby. Because getting paid to keep everybody else in Stupidville. Thank you. 1710. I was a little off on my time. But I got some bad folks in the chat room today.
I love that shit. I got
some bad folks in the chat room today. Damn.
I love that.
Man, thank you. I wrote it down, man. I can't find it on my phone, but I got some bad folks in the chat room, and they doing their homework. Smoke G, 1016, much love. Who
Good
else?
looking out.
That man. I just think it 4 or 5 times. Lloyd hit me with it. Hologram EMC hit me with it.
Solutions.
Yes.
Solutions.
Yes. So when you see, and people ask why, why are some of the reasons why we can't stick together, because they actually passed a law to keep us from sticking together. They've never done anybody else like that. I'm a Dr. Claude Anderson fan. Okay, I regurgitate all his shit. Okay, he said it's never happened to the Asians, the Asian Americans, the Mexican Americans. Nobody else has been benefited from their own from stitching on their own people. Okay, and in his opinion, that's one of the reasons why we can't move as a people, because that whole little Meritoriousmanumission is that mindset is still here. So many people feel that if I get mine, fuck everybody else.
Damn, bro. Isn't it crazy how 300 years later it's still programmed in us that you would think evolution would change that, but no, that's crazy.
No, man. It's like a mental DNA thing, dude. It's like folks it's been so embedded into you till you can't just shake it. You know, you can't just shake it. And that's really sad, man, because how do you expect us to move as a unit? And he said something else, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna write a song about this one phrase he said the other day. I'm gonna write a song about it. He said, black people don't produce nothing but sweat. Sit back and think about that one for a minute, folks.
Woo!
He said, black folks don't produce nothing but sweat. And when he said that, he said basketball, baseball, football, golf. Okay, we produce sweat. We don't have no industries. We don't have nothing that we really control. And you think about this, man. This is some real shit. This is some real shit. When you think about you think about people as a group. Think about people as a group. If people say Asian, smart, okay, Mexicans, hardworking, okay. It is you do shit like that, man, and they gonna look at us gangbangers. You know, and I know most of us are not.
We got the big dick thing.
We got the dick thing. That's right. We got okay, dicks and booties. Okay, and guess what? Dicks and booties do? Produce sweat.
Man.
They produce sweat. Okay. So yeah, Jamal Ferris, that's a cold line, Doc. That is a cold line. When you think about, just step back for a minute, man. You can't pass no job down to your kids. You can't pass a job down to your kids. You may have a great job, but you can't leave it to nobody. If you can't leave it, it has no value. If you can't will it to somebody, it has minimum value. Yes, great for you right now, but shit, your kid got to start all over again.
Man, this is great conversation, especially since yesterday was Martin Luther King's birthday.
Something else I saw, man, yesterday. I did not realize how bad a boy Martin Luther King really was.
He's the man. He was the fucking man, dude.
Man, that dude graduated high school at 15 years old. Graduated college at like 18 to 19.
Wow.
And had the was by 26. Who does that? Who does that?
Damn.
Who does that? This dude graduated high school at 15, had his high school diploma before he was 20, and by the time he was 26, he had his doctor's degree. The dude wasn't no joke. Now here's the part that the haters gonna bring up. Oh man, he was fucking everything moving.
I hate when people say that shit. Shut up, man.
Wait. Hold on, man. You've been studying from 15 to 26, working your ass off. You needed some pussy, okay? You needed to get laid, okay? You was behind. The years everybody else was getting their rocks off. You were studying, okay? And that's something that people, that we joking about it right now, but sometimes, when you find yourself in that situation, whether it be in school or books or jail, You come out, you feel like you got some making up to do. He might have just discovered something. He didn't know that he didn't have a chance to even explore it. He might not have had a chance to explore that part of his life because he was so focused on his education and he realized, oh shit, there's something other than books, and it comes with titties and ass. Oh shit. Okay. I have a dream. Eddie Murphy. Talk about Eddie Murphy. He does the imitation of Martin Luther King going to the club. I have a dream. No, what did he say? I have a dream. I think we're gonna get our dick sucked tonight.
Eddie's the GOAT, dude.
Oh man, he said he was hanging out with Martin Luther King Jr. or something like that. He said he sounds just like his daddy, and he's Eddie, I think we're gonna get our dick sucked tonight. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. Anyway, folks.
Compton Girl, back with it, Compton Girl. Wow.
Damn, baby.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Compton Girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much.
Love you. Let me ask you something, because you said something earlier that I would love to kind of touch on. When other races come to this country, they automatically connect with their people, or their people look out for them. Filipinos, right. Hey, we got the nursing thing going on. Cambodian family, they got the nail salon. Korean whole family has and they're looking out for each other. But from what I've heard throughout my life, and I would love your opinion on this, is that real Africans don't fuck with black people, black Americans. That they don't look out for them, like, what I'm saying, look out for us like other groups do. I've heard a lot of people from New York say that because they work around a lot of legit people from Africa. Have you heard that in your life?
I've heard that, but I've seen different.
Okay.
I mean, you may have, again, understand this. If you have a...
Thank you, Marlon Cozy, by the way. Thank you, Marlon.
Much love, Marlon Cozy. Much love to you, Doc. Thank you very much. If you are a supervisor in the position to hire, and you got cousins and family coming over here, you can give them a job, you're probably going to hire them over somebody that you don't know. That's the same thing everybody else does, okay? If I was in a position to hire some folks, and if I had a cousin that was qualified for the job, I would do the same thing. But if I didn't have anybody else that was qualified, I might look for a brother. And if nobody was qualified, I'd go outside that situation. I don't think that I think because they actually come from another country, and they have to look out for each other because they don't have anybody here but each other. See, and we've been on the outside so long with each other, and we find ways to divide each other here in the country that most people don't even do. I mean, dude.
Damn. Dark skin, light skin, nappy hair, baggy hair.
I'm still hearing cats, grown men talk about hating Crips and Bloods, and we talking about senior citizens, dude. It's still on that.
That's crazy.
It's still on that. I mean,
replacing B's with C's, and you're 48 years old, dude. Like, really?
That's still relevant for some people, man. So how do we move forward if we can't get past that high school shit? How do we move forward if we can't get past the high school shit? Okay, yeah, okay. It's something that you did in high school, and I ain't proud of it. I still live in the neighborhood, but I can't even really get into it. It's like me playing Little League again. I love playing baseball. I can't play Little League no more, man. I played on a team called the Braves or something. We talk about, me and the old teammates, we get together from time to time. We talk about playing different players, blah, 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 and we move on. And it's like that mentality does not evolve. It stays the same. It's a big part, especially in the guys in their 50s and 60s now, man. That's still a part. So you got people who would be in management positions, but might not hire somebody because he's from across town, man. Come on, dude. Could you think about that, man? If you in a position to hire people, whether they from black people or people in general, but you choose not to hire them because they are from a different part of town or they grew up over here, That's another form of discrimination.
Yeah.
That's discrimination. Okay, that's hood discrimination. Okay, come on, man. How can we win? And on the other side, nobody really, sometimes one group of Latinos may not prefer to work with some other ones, but they still will deal with each other. I tell you what, you ain't gonna jump on that one. You ain't gonna fuck with it. You may not. They may not hang out together, but you're not gonna fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They may not party together. They got the cowboy group and they got the downtown group. But if the downtown group is around the other group, then you ain't gonna mess with them. They still gonna stick together. And brothers might too in some cases, but in some cases, that's his problem. It ain't my problem. If nothing else, hey man, let's go. Let's get out of here, dude. Let's go. It's sometimes sticking with somebody just could be the voice of reason in a bad situation, as opposed to pumping them up and trying to stand up to a bunch of cats, and you finna get your ass whooped. Come on, man, get out of here, dude. Let's go get in the car. Let's go. Okay, get your ass up, and that's your friend can save your life and save you some dental bills or some doctor bills, getting you out of a situation before your ass get the shit knocked out you. But everybody don't have that same attitude. Some cats will pump you up to get your ass fucked up. No, you can't win that fight, okay? You can't fight 5 dudes. You can't do it, Bruce. Unless your name is Bruce Lee, it ain't gonna happen. Let's get in the car and let's go, man. Stop talking shit. Grab this cheese sandwich and get in the car. Eat this cheese and get in the car, okay?
Ladylike said something that's really good in the comments. A lot of good stuff in the comment section. Thank you all. Ladylike said, we sell out to everyone but us. We should blame us, not everyone who is not us.
Do you know who probably made the most money, had the most success in the crack era of all the crack dealers?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? The people that ran the swap meets.
Oh. Boom.
The people that ran the swap meets made more money and had more to show for the crack era.
Rim shops.
Huh?
Rim shops, sound systems.
Okay. The people that ran the swap meets back in the day, back in the day, when the swap meets were flourishing, every day people would sell drugs and come to the swap meet, and they would sell drugs all night and couldn't wait till the swap meet opened at 10 o'clock to give them their hard-earned drug money. Okay?
Man.
You got folks getting shot at, shooting at people, running from the police to go to the swap meet to buy their chains, their T-shirts, their tennis shoes, their stereos, their rims, their equalizers, whatever they needed, whatever you need to survive in the hood, we have it at the swap meet. Whatever you need. Don't make no difference. Whatever you think you want at the swap meet, we got it.
Yeah.
So and think about this, man. The swap meets wasn't around. I think the swap meets showed up around the late 70s, early 80s, because Sears was vacant for years. Sears was vacant for decades. I used to go to Sears in Long Beach Boulevard as a kid to get my uniform. I was going to Catholic school.
Buffums.
Huh?
Remember Buffums in Long?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
So all these swap meets popped up during that time, and what nobody in there selling nothing that looked like you. You might every once in a while they hire a brother to wait on people, okay? Because most of the guys was fresh off the plane, didn't speak a lot of English, and needed somebody help them get through the language barrier. Then the brothers was doing too much, and they started hiring Latinos, because Latinos started being in the swap meets just as much as the brothers did, but they always behind the register. You may be passing out T-shirts, but you ain't collecting no money. You may pass out T-shirts, but you ain't collecting no money. Okay, in the establishment that you go to, that's the arrangement. You may have a cat, you may have somebody reaching up there grabbing the Hennessy down, but you giving the money to the man over there. The lady in the corner, she's gonna handle all the money. The chicken spot, somebody back there frying chicken, but you giving her the money, and she's passing out the change. Okay, she can't speak no English, but she can count her ass off.
Damn, man. I love how you break shit down, Lonzo.
Huh?
I love how you break shit down, and it makes you wonder how many Korean families put their kids through college for, via crack cocaine, the money that they were getting.
Well, also they built their own community outside of our community, right there on Wilshire, that old part of Wilshire, between I think maybe Vermont up to about I don't know about Western or Van Ness. That was old insurance building stuff. They converted all that shit. Now it's called Koreatown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Koreatown back in the 70s. And I tell you something else you ain't gonna find. You ain't gonna find nobody look like us selling a damn thing over there.
Damn, dude.
You ain't gonna find nobody look like us selling the damn thing over there. Nothing. I'm just saying. It's just observation, man. This ain't racism. This ain't haterism. This is just observation. Okay. So when you think about observation and you think about subject matter, somebody tell you something like all we produce is sweat, okay? When you think about swap meets, you think about Koreans. You don't think about us.
Yep.
Used to be a time at the rhodium swap meet. We had the rhodium suite. Yeah, it was like rhodium swap meet was always kind of versatile, okay? And then Alpine Village came up, okay? But now most of the commercial vendors don't look like us. They got a few people out there selling some rims, some old draws and stuff like that. Other than that, nope.
Yeah.
Okay, because they had the Chinese connection from overseas. So all they got to do, whatever you thought you wanted, man. Think about this for a second. I remember when I first saw these suits in the SWAT, I was, oh my God. Too much. When they started having them Crip and Blood overall suits with the Crip and Blood shoes, the house shoes, the whole Crip and Blood tuxedo,
fucking the cape and shit, Crip man,
everything, okay, head to toe. You got paisley red, paisley blue. That right there let me know that they didn't give a damn about nothing but the money. Nothing. You can go to the swap meet right now and buy yourself a felony right quick. You can go to the swap meet right now and buy yourself a quick what's that? I forgot. Number 1 or class A felony.
Oh, those fake guns that look like real guns?
You can buy the fake guns. You can buy brass knuckles. I got a set of brass knuckles I bought for the swap meet when I was doing my show in Compton. I walked over there, bought the brass knuckles, and showed them on the show. If I get caught with them brass knuckles in my car or using them, I got a felony. It's illegal to have. I'm trying to figure. I never understood how can you have something that's illegal to have, but illegal to have, but you can sell it. Them knuckle knives with the brass knuckles on one end and the knife on the other, that is the most vicious tool you ever could have somebody come at your ass with. It will make anybody turn into a track star. You get them all day. You get the BB guns without the orange tips on them all day. Why you need a BB gun that looks like a 9mm?
Yep.
If you get caught shooting a BB gun in the city limits, your dad may got the same case of shooting a damn pistol.
Damn.
Why are BB guns even necessary? Why?
And the irony is, Lonzo, that I remember specifically there were always Compton sheriffs walking through the swap meets. There was always like 2 Compton sheriffs just walking through the Compton swap meet. And they're walking next to illegal shit that could get you felony. But
again, if we don't say nothing, ain't nobody else gonna say nothing. Okay. So whatever you tools you needed to be a gangbanger, the swap meets provided for you. They provided. But guess what? The issues that we have in our hood, they don't have in their community. They don't care. They don't care. And as long as the right politicians pay the right people, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. As long as the right people pay the right politicians, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. This is the most you're ever gonna hear about it right here. And I'll probably get hated on for even bringing it up.
Man, we need this. YouTube needs this. The algorithm needs this, dude. and I love it. I gotta grab something for somebody in the audience real quick, Lonzo. Give me 10 seconds.
You got it, Doc.
Hold on, where is it?
He asked me a simple question, and in my old digital mind, I see things differently. I know I've seen things different. What's that?
The Sloss and Swap Meet was mentioned a few times in the comments.
Yeah.
I was just there and had to pick up a cap.
Okay, yeah.
Bought it straight from an Asian dude. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can't buy no sweats, you can't buy no hoodie, you can't buy no tennis shoes, you can't buy no caps. Whatever you want, whatever fake gold, real gold, what's your budget? What's your budget? Okay, they got it for you. Okay.
Facts. United Solutions says, "Are you still doing seminars?"
Which one? My music seminars?
Which one are you talking about? United Solutions? Probably the in-person ones aren't really happening right now with COVID and all that, right?
I still sit here and I do stuff for schools all the time. Well, not lately, not yet, not this year so far. But I've been booked for schools already. I haven't done any music seminars lately, but now that I'm doing my television channel and I'm working with a lot more artists now, I probably will have to start booking some Saturday afternoon fireside chats with Lonzo, so we can get an understanding on some of the stuff that we're dealing with here, because things have changed dramatically, and I'm trying to keep myself on right there on the curve, Doc, on the learning curve, because the curve changes every day.
Especially in this business, Lonzo, when you're dealing with cameras and technology and social media, it's like you have to be on top of it. So I got to say, it's very impressive that, like I said, you're 20-something years older than me, and you're on top of this shit probably a little bit more than I am, especially when it comes to the Roku shit, man.
Well, you know what, dude? This right here, after a while, it all becomes the same thing. It's audio and video is the same. It's changed a little bit, but it's the same basic mentality. In goes the out goes someplace else. You can't go into an in, out to an out. Okay, and video is actually easier. I mean, I was gonna open the phone. Like we almost done.
I've been posting the number throughout the chat, guys. But yeah,
somebody says open the line up. I'm opening it up right now, folks.
Yeah, I've been posting the number in the chat.
All right, the phone is open. Line is open.
Bam.
Okay, I'm glad y'all starting to get y'all. I'm actually replacing the open line with the back in the day segment, because that segment the phone line tends to be a lot more appealing. I
like that
more, and it's a little less work too. Anyway, yeah, folks, you want to holler us right quick, 424-256-9211, 424-256-9211. Phone lines be open for a few minutes. We are open.
Let's see. And I'm gonna look up that Dr. Claude Anderson guy. I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole.
He ain't no joke, dude. He ain't no joke. He's a very serious dude, and he actually helped Ice Cube when Ice Cube was doing that thing with Black America, with America.
That he wanted to present to Trump, I believe.
Dr. Claude Anderson was a part of that. He was part of the think tank to help put that together. Although some of the things he was talking about was kind of on the desk of some of the Congress people, but because you got sellout people on both sides, most of that shit goes to the desk to die. But yeah, it is what it is, folks.
Okay.
All right, phone lines open, y'all. We sitting here kicking it. Whoever wants to talk to me, but now's the time to do it. Dusty gonna hang out for a hot minute, a little bit longer. We can open the phone lines up so we can have a conversation with some of our intelligent folks.
Let me ask you. Let's talk a little something else. Kanye and The Game recently released a song where they used the sample of Eazy-E's voice. Have you got a chance to hear that yet?
No, I haven't.
It's a good song. It's a really good song. He samples
Okay.
Yeah. But what are your general thoughts on Kanye West? I'm curious. I don't think we've ever talked about Kanye West before.
You know, Kanye West understands the game very well. And he plays at a high level. What I mean by that is being attached to the Kardashians got him to the White House, got him up there with Trump. He is, they say he's a genius. Jury still, as far as I'm concerned, the jury still. I don't know. I don't just like the guy. He does a lot of strange things, but again, we in some strange times, and strange shit keeps you relevant. Okay, I just can't do that. Oh, I just can't do. I'm sorry, folks. I tried to be stupid. I tried to be stupid, and it don't work for me. I can be funny. I just can't do stupid. I'm not gonna put on the mega hat. I can't do it. Okay. I got to look at myself in the mirror every day when I brush these teeth of mine and shave this face. I can't do it. And some people, for enough money, they will show you their ass on national television. And he's one of the people, you know. I think he may be on the outside of the Kardashians. He was whining the other day that his kid had a birthday party and he wasn't invited. So it goes to show you how much they thought about your ass at that time.
Yeah, and then Travis Scott ended up sneaking him in. I think. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard Travis Scott had something to do with him finding out about it or something like that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, that's the kid. That's the dude's the kid's dad. But on the same token, homeboy, we don't know how volatile he may be around situations like that.
Facts.
You know, I had a cousin, man. When it came to his kids, he didn't give a damn. He would act a fool if the slightest thing didn't sit well with him. He would erupt, and the kids crying, mama crying, police call. It just man, you gave the kid the wrong cake, man. You gave him the wrong color spoon or some dumb shit. What's my baby? And I feel my baby need to have, you know, if my baby's a boy, he ain't no girl. Give him a blue spoon, not a pink one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shit like that. So anyway, I don't know Kanye well enough to speak on it. He just seemed a little unique to me. That's all. And
yeah.
After his mom passed, he just kind of gravitated towards Kim Kardashian and that whole clique. And most guys don't come out of there the same way. That's like Get Out. You walk in a man, you walk out questionable.
Man, dude.
Having a Bruce. Contract with Black America. Thank you, Doc. Who was that?
That's what it was. The contract with Black America. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all awful quiet today. We gonna be here about another 5 minutes. We got time for conversation.
Yeah. If you guys want to call, we got about 5 minutes because I'm getting a little hungry over here. But let's go to some questions from last week that we didn't get to go to. James Grant, speaking of 6ix9ine, I guess we were talking about 6ix9ine. How come he can go everywhere and no one bothers him? Black dudes getting got left and right.
Because he ain't black. Y'all ain't figured it out yet. He ain't black. He can do what the hell he want to. He ain't black. Y'all thought he was going to be dead by now. We all did that. Thought somebody was going to at least try.
All did. I did not give him, let alone throw money at clubs and shit. I thought, nah, man.
I did not give him to 2022. I'm sorry. But for some reason, maybe because he got them big ass bodyguards, maybe because maybe we might have federal protection. I don't know. But his reign of terror and bullshit has lasted a lot longer than most people expected. And it is what it is, man. He probably pays some protection to somebody, but it's working. It's working. I know about 25 brothers last year, which they had his security.
Man, seems like every other week it's another rapper. I don't know if there's just a lot of rappers out there or if it's just a coincidence, but it's like rappers are easy food nowadays, man.
Well, you know what's funny, man? I was talking to a guy about 2 weeks ago. He was saying, "Yeah, Lonzo, I got a company that would love to rep your catalog if you like to do a deal." I said, "What's your name?" He said, "The Empire." I said, "Hell no, I'm not fucking with Empire." Oh, hell no.
I'll be doing the show alone next week and shit.
All right, dude.
You in here?
I'm not doing that. And I said, man, Empire does not sound like a place Lonzo need to be. And they have some real bad luck with artists these days.
Yeah, man.
No problem.
No disrespect to Ghazi and all those dudes, but Jesus.
Watch your ass, okay?
Yeah, man. You know, apparently that guy has been in the hip hop community for a minute. Ghazi from Empire. I went down a rabbit hole checking him out. And he's a certified when it comes to the business wise. You would respect a lot of the stuff that he's apparently done. He started from the bottom and now he's here. But yeah, I don't know too many people that's gonna want to fuck with him after what 7, 8 of his rappers are showing up dead.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Okay, that's like saying 7 out of 10 people cross the freeway, drive on the freeway, don't make it off.
Yeah,
I'll be on the sidewalk. Okay,
mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know JT the Bigger Figure? No, I don't know JT. I just spoke on him last week, a week before last, when he had a picture of one of my personal friends.
Mm-hmm.
My personal friends tried to pass it off as
Rack 100.
Rack 100. No bullshit. No bullshit. The dude, the picture that you see in that picture that he's trying to pass off as Whack 100 being a cop is a personal friend of mine. Been knowing the brother right after he got out of the academy. Okay, got his book, and that same picture is in his book. That's how I knew it was him. I just spoke to the guy 20 minutes before I saw the post on YouTube. So y'all lose me on that, man. I don't get that one.
Who's the loser that's sitting at home thinking, oh, let me find this picture that looks like Whack 100 and put it online? Like, I always wonder who started that shit. Like, who's the source of that shit?
Man, you know what? In this internet time, dude, it's people that just come up with shit just to get people's attention. My boy said he already saw that picture 5 times. He heard about that post 5 times that day before I called him. So, it is what it is, man.
Thank you, Hologram EMC.
Much love, folks.
Insurance policies on Empire, rap artists on Fleet. Yes,
hey, man,
that's part of the business, man. That's
it's not illegal to insure somebody that you have a vested interest in.
Facts. You're fronting a lot of money, man, and I understand that part of it 100%. Someone says, why don't you? Are you gonna interview MC Ren? We've talked about this. Ren, try looking up an MC Ren interview on YouTube. You will not find it. MC Ren does not do interviews.
He had he might have done one. I think he did.
I think there's 1 or 2, literally.
He did
like Tom Capone or somebody, Art of Dialogue or something.
He did Soren Baker
show. Soren Baker.
He did Soren Baker. Okay, and that's the only time I've ever seen him do an interview. And he hit me up the other day. What's up, Unc? Happy New Year. And I ain't heard back from him. I hit him back, but he ain't hit me back yet. We still trying to coordinate with him to get him on the show. And I'm looking right now at Little Flip's manager.
Oh,
you
know what? Lock it in, Lonzo. I'm down to join you.
After we did the show last week, he called and apologized for not making it. There was some kind of mix up with him and his manager. I told him, he called, hey man, good morning. Just confirming, we still gonna do the little Flip interview Thursday. And I said, Thursday, I have a guest already.
You know, Alonzo, I'm free literally all day, dog. If you're free, I can squeeze in an hour to jump to.
Okay,
let me know.
What I might do, because sometimes me and Tommy get into it. We get grooving. Maybe I'll do a little Flip before I do Tommy.
No, I don't know, Tommy. Okay.
I got
YouTube numbers wise.
Hold on.
Tommy, I don't know. I'm not gonna put Flip on.
I sent him back and say, man, Thursday I got a guest, but we could do some Wednesday or Friday. He said, which would be better for you and the best for Flip. So maybe we do a special show Friday.
I'm down, homie. Let's do it. Right. We gotta get that in. We gotta get Flip in, and you gotta get that Tommy Sotomayor in for sure. Okay. So
all right. Okay. Me and Tommy Sotomayor going down.
Flip is gonna be huge.
Me and Tommy gonna be hooking up on Thursday for my Thursday show. We're doing a simulcast. I'm broadcasting live from here. He's broadcasting live from there. And it's gonna be fun, folks. We're looking forward.
Man, N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo is the dopest channel on YouTube, guys. Where can you get Tommy Sotomayor and Lil Flip on the same interview? It's like, dude, please tell a friend about our channel, dude. We really, really appreciate everybody out there. And Lonzo's bringing that content.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, folks. All right, we got the phone lines open. Ain't nobody called yet. Now I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna turn that number off in a minute. That's my regular number. But it's all good.
Let's see what else we got here. Did you hear about that 16-year-old Burger King employee who was shot in a botched robbery that she helped stage?
Yeah, I heard about that, Doc. That was right down the street from the house. Yeah. That was right down the street on Broadway and Manchester. I mean, Broadway and Century. Manchester, one of those two. Broadway and Century. It don't pay, man. You know, if she got away. I was watching the movie the other day. I got to say this. I was watching the movie the other day. And these guys came in and they robbed this bank. And just so happened the teller was the person that made the normally the bank has a small amount of money in there, but this teller is responsible for ordering the money. She also had the keys to where the money was stashed, and it was only a matter of seconds before they figured out that she had something to do with it. And it don't take long to figure stuff like that out, especially when there's only so many scenarios that could work to make this thing possible. And why they killed her, I don't know whether it was an accident or they was trying to, break the chain or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, I bet you no matter how much money they got, it wasn't worth it. Burger King ain't got that much money in there.
Nope. $200 maybe.
Burger King, 7-Eleven, AM, PM, most gas stations, they don't have, you can't get no money. You might get money for a bag of weed, okay? And the amount of time you're going to get, plus if you use a gun, that's automatically 8 years. I don't give a damn what you do. Automatic.
Yep.
I was just talking to my lawyer friend the other day about the same thing. One of his clients was on parole. Girlfriend claimed he hit her. And she went to court and said, oh, Your Honor, he didn't hit me after all. I was just mad, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? The fool was on Instagram with a gun, and the DA brought in the picture of him holding a gun on Instagram. And because he's a felon, he got to go back to jail.
Damn, dude.
He got picked up for whooping on this woman who said he didn't do it, but because he was on Instagram with a gun, he got his ass violated. Come on, man.
Idiot.
How dumb you got to be to violate yourself?
Oh man.
What school what kind of dumb lessons did you have to take to violate yourself? That's a class within itself. That's a special class. You have to go to school to be that goddamn dumb.
That's something they should teach people who are blowing up, because don't they have classes for people who are newly found millionaires and celebrities and things like that? Like not to do?
They have classes for young rookie basketball players, rookie sports, rookie athletes that just get these big contracts. They have classes for them, teach them how to handle their money, what to stay away from, what to do, blah, blah, blah. But some cats in the hood get hood. They don't have them classes in the hood schools. If you're a hood, you get hood rich. You can't go to hood rat school and learn how to stay away from hood rats. It's not to do dumb shit. Okay. In fact, Instagram, what my man says, Jamar just made a good point. Instagram created dumb criminals.
Facts. Instagram has been the biggest police of all social medias.
You know what? That's why I don't do challenges, man. That's why I don't do challenges. When everything I'm saying right now is being recorded, digitized, and gonna be set in for posterity. Okay, it ain't gonna never go away. Long after I'm gone, this shit's gonna be on the internet someplace. Okay, that's why I have to be very careful what I say. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm just trying to show you some real facts. And if I'm lying, prove me wrong. Okay, the fact that I'm not lying is probably the only reason why we're still sitting here. But because I'm telling the truth, it's probably why the channel don't grow like it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing some bullshit challenge, we'd probably be at 100,000 people already. Okay. But because I'm keeping it 100, because that's all I know, and I ain't gonna sell out, and I might buy in, but I ain't gonna sell out. Okay, it's a difference. Okay, buying in is when you learn how to work the system your way. Selling out is when you play it their way. All right,
Mm-hmm. Which is what Ice Cube did. Ice Cube bought in, but he didn't sell out.
But he bought in, but he didn't sell out. Okay, and that's what so many people don't understand. You can buy in without selling out. Okay. Mm-hmm. And when I was told that long time ago, and once I understood what the difference between the two, yeah, you still get to make your money, but you ain't got to show your ass to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still get to make your money, but you ain't got to juggle your nuts like a juggler to show how stupid you can be. Unfortunately, with that, what is value? Come on, man, that damn word we just talked about.
Oh, Eminem. Let's just say Eminem.
But Eminem being so prevalent, people will sell you out quick, fast, and in a hurry just so they can come up for a while and find the first jeweler to give all the money back to, or the first car dealer to give all the money back to. You know, think about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I look at hip hop. I watch these youngsters. Yes, I did some dumb shit back in the day, like everybody else did. Maybe if I had more money, I'd have done bigger dumb shit, but I didn't because I had old dudes around me to keep me on a certain track. Okay, so when you get your first million and you spend $250,000 on $250,000 on the chain, a fucking chain.
That's killing me.
A fucking chain, or you got to go buy you a car. That
thank you, hologram EMC again. Thank you.
Much love. Or you go buy you a car that's losing value as soon as you pull it off the lot, just to go to the hood and floss on some more broke people that somebody in that group is probably going to put a target on your back to rob your ass. Think about that. When you get $1 million, you almost have to change your phone number, your address, and your circle of friends.
Young Dolph, perfect example.
Okay.
Died at a cookie shop in his hometown that he put so much into.
Yeah. When you hit a certain type of lick, you have to change. You might have to change your connections to some of your family members, man. It's not the money that changes you, it's the money that changes people around you. People look at you different. People look at you as being, it's like when you were watching them cartoons and one of them cartoon characters looking at the other one like he a turkey on a plate, on a plate, okay? You know how shit he looking good. That's how he look at you. Oh, this nigga right here, he's an easy mark. Girls, guys, everybody look at you different. So if you're prepared to change your attitude, your phone number, your address, you might want to stay broke. You might just want to stay broke. Keep all the same friends, keep all the same address, because people, hey man, I'm telling you, I've had situations where I have had flashes in the pan, and I got more nieces than nephews. People start dropping by the house that I ain't seen in God knows how long. They start, I'm doing this happened before, man. This has happened. Okay, I mean, my shit at the radio, and they realized it was me. Oh my God, back in the day, dude. Come on, man. I had all kind of people popping up on me, man.
That's crazy.
You know, and but again, because I had success in the nightclub business, I knew how to deal with it. Okay, I knew how to deal with it. But again, I learned that from hanging around with old dudes who had been successful for a long time in their lives. So success wasn't nothing new for them. And you just got to learn how to deal with it. And sometimes, you know, what one of my main mentors was the guy who owned the club, and he kept a low profile. Man, this dude, he died. He was worth millions, dude, millions. But if you saw him at the gas station, you might want to give him a quarter or ask him to pump your gas. He didn't wear it like that. And people that got real money, and I think it was Nas or one of the other rappers said that people that got real money don't have to floss it. It's only people that got new money or broke money, they got to floss their money. People that got real money, they don't really got to show it. Okay, only new money does that. Because money gets old. Money gets boring after a while. I like to be a little more bored, but money gets boring after a while. Because after a while, you get all the shit you want, and you realize it still don't do nothing for you on the inside.
I can't wait for the day that money becomes boring to me. Lonzo, I got to bounce, man. You want to wrap it up?
All right, we tried, baby. We had the chat line open for you. We had the phone line open, waiting for y'all. We got to go. I thank y'all for watching the show once again, folks. Dusty, much love to you, Doc.
Always a pleasure, man.
Lonzo and Tommy Sotomayor live Thursday, folks. East Coast, West Coast going down. Once again, folks, from the East Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast, and everything between, folks. You're live with the Godfather of West Coast hip hop from Eve After Dark, the concerts in the park. This is how we do it. This is how it's done. If it ain't wasn't for me, shit, I was the only one. Peace, y'all.